We're in Mongolia.
This independent country lies between China and Russia. Although they have their own currency, their own language, and they are completely independent, they do have a lot of influences from both countries. They derive their alphabet from the Russian language, and their economy is closely tied to China. My journey begins by heading north toward the border with Russia. Privately owned motor vehicles are a relatively new development for this country, so the development of roads hasn't quite kept up. I only know of two paved highways, and those surround the capital city of Ulaanbaatar. Where I'm going, there are no roads. We've hired a driver to get us there and an English-speaking guide to help us along the way. A significant part of Mongolia's economy is fueled by nomadic herding. The livestock consists of yaks, sheep, goats, cattle, horses, and mostly the production of cashmere from a specific species of goat. The effects of overgrazing is a significant environmental concern for Mongolia. More than 2/3 of the country's entire population lives within the capital city of Ulaanbaatar. The rest are nomadic and semi-nomadic. Very few choose to live in small towns like this one. Tourism is a growing industry for Mongolia, and it's a great way for them to be able to share their culture and heritage with the rest of the world. There are many tourist camps like this one. Although this was the end of season, and we were the last tourists for most of these camps for the season.
We are headed into Northern Mongolia in search of reindeer people. It is very cold.
Most tourist camps consist of gurs, also known as a yurt, in scenic places offering no running water and very limited, if any, electricity.
Today we've got a 3-hour drive, and then we'll be on horseback for the rest of it.
Due to a delayed visa application approval, we had to hurry a bit to get up north, so we spent more time in the van and less time on horseback. Of course, without any paved roads, it takes forever to get anywhere. I am not going to attempt to pronounce the name of this lake. This is the largest lake in Mongolia when measured by volume. It is 860 feet deep and holds 70% of Mongolia's fresh water. At over 2 million years old, this is considered one of the world's very few ancient lakes. These are some of those goats that produce cashmere, Mongolia's top export. This area is a Buddhist shrine. It's dedicated to protecting the wild places here. Each uvu depicts a different animal at its peak. Much to our surprise, a herd of two-humped Bactrian camels walked by while we were visiting. These camels are common to Mongolia in the Gobi Desert, not so common up here in the north. After a few very long days in the van, the two-lane dirt track came to an end and we must continue north on horseback. Our group was joined by another group, mostly German tourists, with their own guide and their own tour. It was slow going. The ground is muddy, but pretty frozen. Our guide, Yuji, is very comfortable on horseback. After a few hours, we arrived at the reindeer camp. We would spend one night here in a teepee before making our way back down again in the morning. The people who farm the reindeer are also nomadic and won't stay here year-round. The Dukha people rely on the reindeer for their livelihood. This includes using them for their meat, their milk, and for transportation.
We found the reindeer.
The money earned from tourism and selling souvenirs made of reindeer antlers helps to preserve these people's way of life and their heritage.
How would you lay if you had this big rack on your head? I don't know how heavy it is, but it's got to make it hard to sleep.
The reindeer are sacred. They only use them for meat when they come to the end of their life and are no longer otherwise useful.
I don't know. I don't think I want to ride a reindeer. I don't think it looks very nice for the reindeer, as sturdy as they may be.
A few of the tourists from the other group decided to try their hand at riding a reindeer.
Our morning horse ride back down to our van was so cold that my GoPro battery froze and I wasn't able to record anything. So we made it back down toward Maroon, not in Northern Mongolia anymore. And today we will be flying from here to Ulaanbaatar, stay the night there, and then another flight over to Golgi, I think. Out west.
This was probably one of the more comfortable camps that we stayed in. Again, we were the only ones here, and I almost had a hot shower. Ian bought his first drone, so this was our first time being able to use it on one of our trips, and the first time I was able to use footage from a drone for my YouTube videos. He is still learning how to use it, and things don't always go according to plan.
Oh, babe. What was that?
It went, I have 15% battery, I'm going home, and just did its own thing. I was like, no!
Oh my gosh.
I'm able to take off. Of course you are, you fucking cunt.
You were doing so good. I thought you were gonna like land it on the table.
I was going to.
I mean, it looks fine.
And then it was just like, yeah, I want to go home. Fuck you.
In part 2, we will head out west towards Kazakhstan in search of golden eagles.
Yeah, we got the sleeping bags.